Alright, we're going to do a camera test here. This is Mawad coming to you from Union Square here in San Francisco. Let's get a little pan around here. As you can see here, this is Esau. Esau's most favorite city for you know what, which is going on here this month. So just get a little pan around. You probably won't be able to see the amount of these lost souls that are here on the camera, but there are quite a bit of people. This place is always busy for those brothers that live out here in San Francisco. So this is your brother Midweek coming to you with a midweek camp out here in Great Babylon, America, out this place known as spiritual Sodom in Egypt. And I'm standing here in the midst of these Sodomites here. Just some things I've seen before I turned this camera on, and you know it can make a belly go puke. Okay. But today we're going to go into some scriptures here, really mainly on Great Babylon, America, Esau, Jake's, and so forth and so forth. Before we get started, let's turn to the east, give all glory, honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. And like to say, double honor said, teachers are listening to pause of great millstone, likewise, brothers, so they're putting on the truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you, brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. All right, let's start off with the book of Revelation 6 and verse 4. And we're going to look at this red horse and this black horse, which we know this red horse symbolizes Esau, okay? And it symbolizes the man, okay, that takes peace from the earth, okay? And also what followed that is that black horse, which is going to be that balance you see going on right now, where you have the exceedingly rich and exceedingly poor. Okay, and this is about to get even worse. Okay, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 4, and it says, "And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword." And we know, going back, in Genesis, when we look at Isaac best what? Esau with what? The sword. Okay, to pillage, and to get things from, get all of his riches and his blessings, really is that sword. And Esau has done a great job with that blessing, okay? Right now, everywhere this man goes, is what? Death, okay? Abomination being spread, okay? And there's no end to this man until Yahushua Mashiach returns. And it says, going into verse 5, it says, "And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see, and beheld, and I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou not hurt the oil and the wine." And we in some serious economical tribulations going on right now. I mean, right behind me, right here, you have the richest queendom here on this earth. And yes, behind me there's about 30 or 40, okay, Edomites laying down on the ground, what you would consider to be homeless, okay? Now, these people, most of the people walking around here in this vicinity, a lot of them are tourists, so they don't have a clue really about what's really going on truly here in Great Babylon, America. They come over here with the money, they spend it, they celebrate the Pride Month, not knowing what they get themselves involved with, okay? And they walk past these people, but they don't understand the symbolic, okay, of these Edomites that are destituted here because their leader, the leaders of Great Babylon, America, basically he has not given any attention to them, because Esau is so busy trying to keep Jake in wickedness, to continue on in his wicked rulership, okay, that he's actually neglected his own people, okay? And we're going to be going into that a little bit later when we go into Lamentations, when we go into Ecclesiastes 14, okay? We're going to go into Ecclesiastes 14 and start with verse 5, and it reads, "He that is evil to himself," remember I just talked about this man, okay? He's wicked to himself, okay? "To whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his good." So if Esau is wicked to Esau, he's wicked to his own Edomites, okay? This Edomite, this devil, the so-called white man, is evil to his own people, allowing them to be homeless, all drugged up, destituted. How much more so to Jake them? That's why we let you Jake them. I put a video last night, like, look here, man. Okay, there's no safety net here in Great Babylon, America, with the exception of being in this truth. This is the only safety net we've got, okay? Because there's all kinds of holes in everything that Esau brings out in his media about what he's going to do. Right here, for example, California, what's his Newsom. Governor Newsom said that he was going to give everybody about $800, okay, or $400 per vehicle, okay, to offset the cost of gas, you know, early on last year in 2022, okay. We have to see that damn money. Anybody's yet to see that damn money. There's no money. So there's a lot of doggone flashy talk here in Great Babylon America. It says, there is none worse than he that envied himself, and this is recompense of his wickedness. Now, this actually goes about Esau. This mainly applying to Esau, but you know, hey, this you damn jakes too, okay? Because a lot of you jakes, okay, a lot of you jakes are you know, evil to your brothers, man. You jakes are evil to your brothers, okay? You get jakes that are going on other brothers' area where they do teaching camps. You get jakes out there that are sabotaging, okay, the works, okay, of the man of the Lord. You know, trying to do their best to sabotage your man. You know, they're siding, they're spies in these camps, okay? You know, they're doing their best to cling on to the wicked man, because why? They hate when they look in the mirror. They hate that image that they see, okay? So you're just like your doggone dad, you know, your father, the devil, okay, Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, okay, who's a murderer and a liar, okay, from the beginning, okay. But this is doggone Esau. So we let you jakes them know, okay, that this man has no good for you. It says, and if he do it good, he do it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. So every single time, okay. Esau's kind of remind you of that. If any of you don't watch these shows with these jinn or these genie, okay, now they're supposed to grant you 3 wishes, but these wishes always kind of like work against you. So much so that each wish you have to kind of wish to offset the other wish that actually worked against you. Okay, so this is how this Edomite is, man. Okay, they'll tell you, hey, go buy a house, but then they don't tell you, oh, gee, you gotta pay tax for the rest of your life, and we could put a lien on your damn house. You know, you gotta have permission. You gotta pay taxes to drive a car on these doggone jacked up roads, okay, all kinds of stuff. I mean, so there's a lot of plot, okay, to this man. Even when he decided he's going to do something good, okay, he's always has some type of craftiness behind it, in which at the end of the day, okay, you are going to continuously be in this perilous state, okay, trying to depend on this man to do something good. That's the reason why you see, you know, they have this characteristic of Trump being the bad guy and Biden being the good guy. Well, we tell you right now, there's none good, like you paraphrasing, there's none good among these so-called Edomites. Okay, the so-called white man is a damn devil, okay, that the Bible speaks of. Let's go into the book of Lamentations, okay, chapter 5, and Psalm verse 1, and it says, remember, O Lord, Yahweh Hashem Shai, what has come upon us, consider and behold our reproach. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our house to aliens. Meaning, you know, you look back at, you know, and this is the time for us to reflect. Okay, remember, we are in great oppression right now. Okay, but at some point in time, we were royalty, man. Okay, and right now, the only people that's going to hacken onto the fact or cling on to the fact that, you know, with our eyes open to this truth, that we are royalty and that we actually have a great inheritance to come, are going to be those men and women that have been woken up, okay, in these last days. And it says, we are orphans and fatherless, our mother as widows. We have drunken our water for money, our wood is sold unto us, our necks are under persecution, we labor and have no rest, man. Jacob, the average Jacob in this kingdom, you gotta work 2 or 3 jobs, okay? And any brothers could attest to that, man. You gotta work 2 or 3 jobs. You're always walking on eggshells. Okay, you gotta be 7 times more qualified than than these Edomites. Okay, what do they say? Last hired, first fired. Okay, and that's how it always has always been. This is the reason why you see Jay constantly on the street crying for equality, trying to get a little bit of breathing room. Okay, and you know, it's just not going to take place here in Great Babylon, America, not in this lifetime. Okay, because okay, Esau was not set up, okay, to make our life nice and soft. Esau was set up to what? To oppress us and persecute us, and so that the Mashiach can come and rescue his bride, which is what? Yahshua, Israel, so-called blessed Native Americans, Latino. And it says, we have given the hand of the Egyptians and the Syrians and the Sasser our bread. Our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities. Servants have ruled over us. There's none that don't deliver us out of their hands. So the only person who's going to deliver us out of the hands of these so-called wicked people, it's going to be Yahushua Mashiach when he returns in all splendor and glory and might, okay, to take down this so-called wicked devil. Okay, so right now we're in a state of absolute oppression that just doesn't seem to go away. Okay, but the thing is, I think it was the brother GMS Amawan Gaba 144, he came and he said, you know, the thing about being in this truth is that we have an advantage over the rest of the tribe of Israel. Okay, so when we see when we're going through, and I believe actually it was Elder Apostle Ramla who came up with a video yesterday, and you know, he talked about it and he said that, you know, an advantage that we have is the fact that even though we're going to be going through these persecution and we're going through this tribulation, the difference is we understand what the conclusion is going to be. We understand we're going to be rescued. We understand that what? Through much tribulation, okay, and pain and suffering, we're going to be entering into the kingdom. So at the end of the day, okay, we all got to be tested through that. At least, you know what, when you're living forever and you're immortal in the kingdom, you have stories to tell, man. I mean, it's going to be boring if you go, well, you know, we just sat on the couch and then we got beamed up on the ship and that was the end of that. You know, I mean, you know, it has to be, you know, it has to be something. Remember, Esau, them, they lived in a cave, and then they said that they're going to rebuild. Okay, so they came with that dirty and stinking, nasty, and all that stuff, and now this is their glory. This is why they exalt themselves so high. Especially when you think about the fact that they came from slippery moss, you know, mosquito, you know, frog-infested caves, and now they got these skyscrapers and, you know, attempting to reach the heavens. Okay, so that's why they're so proud. I mean, they're not going to be humble in spirit. And it says, we got our bread and the peril of our lives because of the sword of the wilderness. Our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. They ravaged the women in Zion and the maids in the cities of Judah. Princes are hung up by the hands. The faces of elders were not honored. They took the young man to grind and the children fell under the wood. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. Okay, we can look at the history. Okay, and whether you go back in the past or whether you go in the early past or even going to the present right now, this is what's taking place with Yasharala. Okay, I mean, this man murder our young. Okay, they raping our women. You know, they kidnapping our children. A young man are made to force into labor. Okay, in the prison system. Okay, and this is what you see going on right now, and how this man uses his laws, his wicked laws, what, to continuously have a perpetual, you know, oppression. Okay, continuous oppression. Okay, on the tribe of Israel, because this is not a time for us to be enjoyed or in a time of mirth. This is a time of great lamentation. We go into the book of Isaiah. Okay, now a lot of our people, excuse me, excuse me. Okay, I mean, this is the air quality out here. Okay, so much so that, I mean, you got to pray to Yahweh Shemel Shai that, you know, everything you're breathing is just, it could potentially end your life, man. Okay, because the air is just filthy, man. People urinating from these doggone building, man. Okay, they'll bypass the bathroom or urinate and spit outside the balconies of these doggone buildings you see here. This is the book of Isaiah 31:3, and it says, now the Egyptians, okay, which is another way we call Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, are man and not God, and their horse is flesh and not spirit. When the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is open shall fall down, and they shall all fall together. So guess what? We've seen examples of, you know, people like Jamie Foxx, okay, who's pushing out the Jabberoni. Okay, we've seen people like Marvin Hagler. We've seen several other ones out there. Okay, that was pushing out there. We could even go back and even call out people like Michael Jackson, who was so ashamed of being a Negro. He bleached his skin, and then at the end of the day, he got put to death at the age of 50, man. Okay. You know, wilted away to absolutely nothing. So we got a lot of jakes up there. You got Eve, especially Eve. Okay, the so-called black woman, the nigger woman. Okay, that is really Esau's sidekick. Okay, that helps Esau to expand his wickedness. Okay, on the children of Israel, Yasharala, so-called blacks, Americans, and Latino. Because why? See, the so-called black woman, and I'm not talking about you sisters that are in the truth. I'm talking about the nigger bitch. Okay, absolutely hate the so-called black man. Absolutely hate us. I mean, so you know, the man in this truth, we don't have to worry about that because we understand. And when the time is right and when the time comes, Yahushua Mashiach is going to have them lining up, you know, interviewing for a place, okay, and protection from the men. Because the men of the Lord are going to be the only ones that they're going to get that protection from. So go ahead and hate as much as you want. You will be humble at some point in time. But nonetheless, okay, these are those who decide that they're going to go and help the so-called white man, okay, further, you know, put Jake in derision, okay, and oppression because they feel like they're going to get something out of it. But, okay, that can be further from the truth because the Lord described them as what? Just men. They don't have the power like Yahushua Mashiach, who's going to come back and glorify his servants. Okay, well, actually, he called us his friends. okay, when the time to come, okay, and give us that opportunity to go what? Go and recompense His place. Let's go into the book of Psalms 12, and starting with verse 3, and it reads, the Lord Yahweh Shemi Hashah, who the word ignorantly called Lord and Jesus, shall cut off all flattering lips, and the tongue that speaketh proud things. Now, when you hear the word proud, you can always come and think of one man, and one man only, or one tribe only, okay? Esau, the Edomite, okay, the Edomites, they are very, very proud. I just brought up to you earlier where these people, you know, they deck themselves. You have a whole month, 30 days dedicated to pride, okay, sodomy, okay, because this is what they call themselves. I just saw over there before I turned this camera on, two big, they had to have been at least 275-pound bodybuilder dudes, you know, white boys, them locking lips, man, right out there in the open, and they doing it in the open. They doing it in the open because they want everybody to see, okay, or what they can do. So this isn't about even being, you got people who they call heterosexuals don't even do that kind of open affection in public like that. But these some might say, you know, it is what it is. It's free for all right now, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, it's disgusting, but the Lord has a judgment for this upon wicked place. Let's continue, and it says, who have said with our tongue we will prevail, our lips are our own, who is Lord over us? Okay, now Esau is always going to say that, who's Lord over us? Because imagine this man has, okay, he has everything. This man owns the media. He owns, okay, all of the media that goes out there. Okay, he can make up anything he wants, and we know with a lot of his sorceries with the CGI and all of his witchcraft that this man can do whatever the hell he wants. Okay, and we see that all the time, you know, where he does that. Okay, and you know, he thinks that because he feels like he's Lord of the air, that he can do what he wants and spread that. But that's okay, because at the end of the day, what Esau uses is something called suspensions of disbelief. If you're going to a play, okay, if you watch a play like in a playhouse or anything like that, Broadway or anything like that, even though it's all on a stage right there in front of you, you go into something called suspension of disbelief, where you envision what they're putting out there, okay? Even though it's just really maybe only in a 200 square foot area that they're putting the stage this play on. So Esau, okay, does something called suspension of disbelief, where he actually is basically got everybody on this earth, with the exception of the elect, okay, of Yasharala, okay, in a trance, okay, and to believe in everything that comes out of his damn mouth. And this is the reason why you see, you know, they're already positioning in the minds of people that somewhere around 2025, okay, there's going to be mass death coming because of some mysterious doggone illness that's going to be spreading across this earth. And we already know what this man, what the intention of that really is like that. And it's going to backfire on Esau. While there's going to be death, it's going to backfire on Esau, because it's also going to create, okay, what you would call it be that those revolutionary people, or those people, you know, pursuing the second Ezra 15, where these people are going to look and, you know, hey, tell this government, hey, go screw yourself, man. So those people that are willing to bow their knees down to the lies, okay, your life is not going to be comfortable. Your life is not going to be comfortable at all, because you're going to still have the opposition that's saying, okay, y'all are sheeps. And what do wolves do with sheep? They slaughter them, okay? And so that's what's going to be with you damn people that want to follow this doggone government, because this government is also a wolf, but you're also going to have the rest of the people out here that are actually wolves themselves. Let's go into the book of John, chapter 15, okay, and verse 15, because see, the Lord has basically opened our eyes into what type of plan He has for Esau. And these plans are, while they might be horrible for Esau, we give thanks and glory and honor to Yahweh Shemi Hashah, because these are beautiful judgment that the Lord is going to have for this man. Okay, and our job is to come on the highway and the byway and do what? Testify against this place, testify against the wickedness, warn our people about the danger, okay, that's coming to them. Okay, make sure that we feed and edify the sheep. That's our job, really, right there, plain and simple. Okay, and the Lord Yahshua Mashiach, He's going to do the rest. This is the book of John 15 and 15, and it says, henceforth I call you not servants. See, the Mashiach, the Malach, said that we are not servants. Here's what he said: for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I call you friends, for all things I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Okay, so he's to the elders and teachers and apostles of Great Millstone, okay, and the likewise brothers, and the likewise brothers, and the likewise brothers, those who we all, you know, learn that. I'm at the bottom, okay, so I'm learning. My elders are half my age, or half my age. Most of my elders are half my age. All the other elders might be my age, but they've been in this a lot longer than I have. Okay, so they are my elders. Okay, and you know, the Lord made it known through you. You pass it on, you pass it on, you pass it on, and it's got to me. Lord willing, I'm passing it on to somebody that's getting edified and being inside the truth and understand what the Mashiach, okay, wants. Okay, so this is what he said. He said, "Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go forth and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain. That whatsoever you shall ask the Father in my name, I will give to you." Okay, so the goal. You know, we hope is always, you know, even though a lot of time we prophesy to the wind, is that at least you bring in at least somebody, you know, a sheep, a lost sheep out of this nonsense, man. Like look at this folly, man. Okay, we can't have our people in this. This is not the way kings and princesses operate. Look at this crap. Look at this place is a filth and a disease. Okay, and so we are sent out here to do what? Okay, to bring back our people. When we go into the book of 1 Thessalonians 5. Okay, when we go into the book of 1 Thessalonians 5, okay, what we got here is, okay, what the job of the servant, what the job of the friends of Yahushua Mashiach is to do, okay? Because we're to be steadfast, we're to be sober, vigilant, okay? Always looking at what this doggone devil is doing. See, we are like those wolves, we are like the sheepdogs, okay? You constantly have to walk around the perimeter. You got to look at and be suspicious of anyone that's looking in on the sheep. And this is Esau. Esau is looking in on the sheep. Okay, he knows who the sheep are because based on who's subscribed to our channels and who's actually watching our channels. Now we know we got a lot of people that watch for entertainment, but there are the diligent sheep, okay, that are watching to get edified. And this is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. It says, "But of the times and the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, so coming as a thief in the night." So, okay, he's going to come at a time when everybody's really sleeping, when they've accepted this AI, when they've accepted the MOTB, when they've accepted, you know, the way of this life here in Great Babylon, America, that this is normal. See, a couple of years ago or 3 years ago, they had this place locked down. Nobody was out here. You had the birds out here. You had the animals even coming from the doggone, you know, the little bushes out there because there was a lack of people out here. Now, hey, it's right back in this full bloom of wickedness right now, Great Babylon, America. You got these doggone men walking sassy, and you get the doggone women them, you know, managers, doggone a beast, brute beast, you know, a place of mass confusion. Okay, but you know, the Lord has his man out here to do what? Constantly steering the sheep, okay, in the right direction. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, and sudden destruction coming upon them, or shall rail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." Okay, our people constantly looking to have a peace deal or negotiate with Esau. Okay, we don't negotiate with you. We don't negotiate like how the United States have what they say they don't negotiate with terrorists. Neither do we. We do not negotiate, okay, with a terrorist. And Esau, you're a terrorist. The so-called white man is a natural terrorist. And who is he terrified? Or terrorized? He has terrorized the 12 tribes of Israel, Yashua, the so-called black Americans and Latino. Okay, and if you feel different from that, then you are yourself of the doggone devil. You okay? All right, because this man has demonstrated his absolute lust for the blood of the children of Israel, the so-called black American and Latino, and his absolute hate for us. And says, "But ye brethren are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness." So we are the children of the light. Okay, we bring that light at the end of the tunnel. We bring that light out to you. That's what this place is, of strange darkness. Okay, you got a man that's enveloped in his wicked pride. You got these people that are fallen mentally and physically. Okay, for this man and his devilish abomination. Okay, all of his cruel ways. Okay, and we're talking about our two-third Jakes them, you know, so-called blacks, Americans, and Latinos. Okay, who seem to have forgotten, okay, how this man, okay, had dealt with us during slavery and post-slavery. Okay, in which we are still in spiritual Sodom in Egypt, which means, well, we are still, you know, in slavery. Okay, and you're gonna get a rude awakening. Okay, you two-thirds, okay, of this man of really what he really is, and the fact that when the Lord comes down, okay, as you slumber, okay, in your ways here in Great Babylon, America, assuming that you have some type of future along with the so-called white man and these other wicked, silly-ass nations, okay, that take crafty counsel against the children of Israel, okay, you're in for a rude awakening because you cannot escape this judgment. Okay, the Lord will start judging the house of Israel first, which means what? Okay, if you're a Hebrew Israelite, you're going to catch some serious freaking hell here, okay? And we are not to feel sorry for you. I pray to the Lord Yahweh Shemi Ashai to put that spirit, okay, not to have no type of freaking pity on you. They're going to work this 2/3, okay? Because you don't deserve the air that you're going to breathe, which right now, the air I'm breathing right now is, it smells like doggone marijuana, okay? I mean, that's just this place, okay? This is where we are, okay? And it says, therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. See? So that's what we're supposed to do. Okay? As a friends of Yahushua Mashiach, we're supposed to be what? Sober, vigilant. Okay? Constantly watching out for the wickedness of this doggone man. Okay? We are not willing to let the Lord Yahweh Shemashai rest from us not crying about the abomination of this doggone wicked place, man. Okay? We are not to let Esau rest or get comfortable for once, still assuming the work of the man of the Lord, okay, it's done. It's not done yet. Okay, when the Lord deems it done, he'll let you do what you gotta go do to take down the videos, shut down the internet, and do whatever the hell wickedness you're gonna go do. At that stage in time, the ministry is over and done with. So do you think we give a rat's ass? No. Okay, we're gonna have the covering of these angels. Okay, we're gonna eat, we're gonna be protected, and we're gonna watch. Okay, the fools of our nation, the 2/3, okay, catch this doggone hell. So they're gonna be that buffer between you and us. Okay, you're assuming that you're killing off, okay, the children of Israel. In reality, you're killing off the unwanted, the undesirables that the Lord has tossed away. Let's go into the book of Isaiah, okay, because we understand, okay, that this devil is going to fall. Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, you're going to fall. Yes, you are. You are damn going to fall. Okay, you are going to fall. Okay, and we can tell you how you're going to go fall. Okay, so this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, and starting with verse 12, and it reads, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nation? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend in heaven, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will also sit amongst the congregation in the sides of the north. I will also ascend about the height of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? Okay, so the Lord is going to bring you down, okay, to a level so low, it's going to be unbelievable, okay? So when we say that you're the base of man, the lowest of the 18 nations out there, okay, we mean that, because this is what it says, how the Lord is going to bring you down so much so, okay, that these other nations are going to be looking down at you and going, what in the world were we following? Okay, and they're going to hate you. They're going to lay paws on you. You're not going to have any rest. You're not going to be able to escape. So remember, King said that his punishment was more than he could bear. That everyone who found him would lay paws on him, and the Lord put a mark on him so that nobody could actually touch him. Then, but see, this time around, people are going to be touching you, don't Esau. See, they're going to be touching you. See, because when these nations realize that they had fallen you into oblivion, 1,000 years of cruel, hardcore slavery, okay, and there's nothing that you can do, but all your damn mouth and all your flashy talk, you just a doggone lost little weak boy that's going to be destroyed at the conclusion of the 1,000 years. Okay, man, they're going to be laying paws on you. You people are going to, you Edomites, you so-called white people, you Caucasian. I cannot express, we cannot even begin to express that you are going to have a very hard time, okay, in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, when this is all said and done, all across the earth, you people are going to have a horrible time, okay? You're going to come back alive. You're going to reborn again and come back into just horrible life again and again and again until you're wiped out of existence. Let's go into the book of Revelations, okay, 6 and 7 verse 14, because we've got to look at how Esau talks tough, but in reality, he's a scared little boy, okay? And it says, and the heaven departed as a scroll, slacking. Let me go back up and bring some more meat to it. And it says, and I beheld when he opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell upon the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken in of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island removed out of their places. And the kings of the earth, and the great man, and the rich man, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondsman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks and mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Not a damn person is going to be able to stand. Okay? Lord willing, the elect will be already been off this earth, okay, or in a protective state. But you people I just read to you right now what is going to take place. Okay, when those nukes start flying, this earth starts shaking. Okay, the Lord really turning up the heat on this place. Okay, I put a video last night, you know, was it last night or the night before? Esau, you know, your future is going to be fire. It's going to be flames and fire, man, heat and fire. Okay, and that's what's coming. And it shows right here. What do they do? They run and they hide. Okay, all this talk, you're going to be running and you're going to be hiding. None of you are going to stand up. Okay, during that great day when the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai, okay, is laying waste these cities on this earth, laying waste, Great Babylon, America, laying waste. Okay, all these wicked nations, okay, that has followed this place, that they pause, okay, on the eye of his, on the apple of his eye, which is us. Okay, the so-called blasphemy Americans and Latinos. Okay, so that's that recompense that's going to be coming. Okay, and we let you know. Okay, you're gonna be terrified. So you're gonna be terrified. Let's go into Isaiah 2 and verse 19, and it says, here's what's gonna happen again. Okay, and it's we're gonna start off with actually a verse 17. It says, and the loftiness of man should be bowed down, and the haughtiness of man should be made low, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai alone shall be exalted in that day. And the idols he shall utterly abolish, and they shall go into the holes of the rock and into the caves of the earth, for the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and for the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake the earth terribly. Okay, so that's what's coming. The Lord is going to shake this earth terribly. Okay, Great Babylon, America is going to fall. All these big tall buildings you see around here, you know, these skyscrapers, you got these corporations around here, Salesforce and Google and all these other places around here. You're going to fall. All of you are going to fall. You people are going to be unemployed. In fact, most of you people around here are going to be unemployed real soon anyways when they put out that AI. These elites are talking about what? Great debt that they want to have by 2025. They need to get the population down. So how are they going to do it? With pestilence, man. And the Lord is doing that. I think it was a brother that brought out the video, Rari. I can't remember the rest of the name. But he brought out a video, interesting video, or maybe it was another brother that brought out a video where these Moabites, okay, these shinies, okay, they're cloning or splicing genes, okay, trying to create actual dragons, okay. And so far, these little creatures that they have created, okay, are attacking them, and they have venom. So they combining like snakes and iguana and all kinds of crap together, trying to create a dragon. So we'll see, okay. So don't be shocked, and don't be shocked if you see real life Game of Thrones or whatever cases start happening over there. And you know, Moab is going to be destroyed, okay. And Moab is going to be destroyed. Those them damn boots over there, boy, them chinks over there, they're about to get some help, okay. But maybe we be talking about you, Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, really our number one oppressor, our number one enemy, and the one that, you know, we were told in these last days, okay, to point our face against, which is Mount Seir, okay, Idumea, okay, and spirits of Sodom and Egypt, okay. And it says, in that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bast, to go into the clefts of the rock and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and for the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake terribly the earth. Why does it keep saying over and over, he shake the earth terribly? Because that's telling you, man, imagine, man, oh yes, boom, and just constantly shaking, like earthquake, all the time. None of us in our lifetime have actually heard or seen, okay, what a nuclear explosion looks like, okay? But we're going to actually witness this. We're actually going to hear it. We're going to experience. Sooner or later, somebody's going to fire off one. Okay? Sooner or later, it's going to happen. And once one is fired off, a whole lot of them will be firing off. This is going to be a daily doggone thing. It's almost like being in a doggone hood. Okay? And you hearing pop, 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 all the time. Like that. Man, you know, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to sleep. Okay? So these people are going to be running into the holes, into those clefts. You know right now, these Edomites, okay, they already get that double on, you know, nuclear bunker all propped up with the food and all that stuff, trying to think that they're going to wait it out. But there's no escape from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai. The only ones that are really going to be preserved, okay, from you Edomites is really going to be your doggone, your kings, okay, your royal families, okay. Just, you know, they're going to be the first fruits of slavery. They get to come in first, boy. They're going to have the hardest set of work. Because, see, they're going to have to literally tear and melt their war machines into pruning hooks and gardening tools and tools to build streets and all the other stuff like that, and mining tools and all that stuff, and it's just going to be brutal. It is going to be brutal. Okay, all you nations, all you modernized nations, man, imagine that. Okay, so the first set, okay, it was kind of like that. These when I was in the military, these we used to say when they first deployed back in 2003. You know, there was no fob or anything like that, man. They basically slept on the ground. They had to build a base from scratch. So the first set of people went over there between 2003 and 2005, man, had it worse. There was no infrastructure. Okay, so by the time people started to go there in like 2008, 2009, 10, you know, there was already infrastructure there. You know, so based on the feedback. So Esau, your children, you at least your children are going to come into a little bit more established tools. That's for them. They already know what to do. Okay, you can have like your foremans, slaves who are going to go, okay, this is how things going to be done here. Okay, because y'all gonna have a very hard time. But not to digress here, let's go into the book of Jeremiah 16 and 16. This is one of my favorite scripture. Okay, it says, "Behold, I will send many fishes," and that's what we are. We're fishes. Okay, in reality, well, here when we come on the street and the highway and the byway, you know, and we are preaching. Okay, you know, basically we're casting out this word, we're casting out this truth, we're casting out this gospel out there. And for those that will catch on to it, you know, they might come and they may ask questions, say, "What are you doing?" Okay, we can explain to them about the 12 tribe child. You know, we can explain to them who they are, if they so be part of that 12 tribe, or if they're of the other nations like that. Basically, they're going to go into slavery. All right. So see, well, right now we're fishes, said the Lord Yahweh Shai, and they shall fish them. And after will I send many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rock. So see, again, what I brought to you before, okay, in Isaiah and Revelations, okay, Esau them like to go back into where their natural habitation is, which is what cave. This is why we call this man a caveman. This is why we know this man is a doggone, the base of man. He came out of the doggone cave, okay, and he's been roaming the earth right now in all the wickedness for the past, what, 700-800 years, okay. So there's no 10,000-year-old caveman, okay, he's about 800 years old. It's called Esau, the so-called white man or Caucasian. That's these people you see walking around right now, okay, and other proud, you know, all proud and stuff like that, okay. So that's the reason why they by natural state, it's like a gopher naturally run down in a hole when it feels danger, okay. Sitting with a snake, okay, will crawl in a hole when it feels danger. You see a fox, that's why they say foxhole, okay, same thing, all right. So Esau goes back to his natural habitation, okay, and Esau is going to feel a pain of this, and it says, "For my eyes are upon all their ways; they are not hid from my face. Neither is their iniquity, the wickedness hid from mine eyes. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land, and they have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things." Man, all right. Our people are learning sodomy because of these Edomites. Well, really, it's these Hamites who really, you know, really, when you go back to the root cause of these Hamites, but then really, these Edomites are really stepping it up, you know. And you know, Jake them, they can't just do things just to do its sake like that. Nah, man, Jake them take it on the next level, man. Okay, let's go into the book of Isaiah. We're getting near the end here. This is the book of Isaiah 14. It starts with verse 1. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh Shai will have mercy on Jacob," Yashua, the so-called blacks and Americans, Latino, "and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, to the house of Israel. And the people shall take them and bring them into their house, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh Shai for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressor." Who's our oppressor? You see, it says oppressor, so there's more than one oppressor. Esau, you get the Moabites, you get the Elamites, all these nations, Hamites, doggone filthy, doggone piss drinking, dirty, dingy Hamites over there. You're going into slavery. You're oppressor too. And it says, "And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, How had the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased." So that's going to be a great and glorious day when we look at Esau and go, ha, ha, ha. Dude, you are now going to seriously pay for all the iniquities bullshit that you have done to us, man. You see, the thing about it, but the man of the Lord is actually going to remember every damn thing, okay? Every damn thing. So that's captivity, which is the future from Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man. It's great future, okay? And these are the curious people that are on lookers here. You have a bright future as a slave, a servant, okay? And you're looking at potentially one of your masters right here, standing up right here, bringing out these epistles. Let's close up with the book of Revelations 18, sound verse 6, okay? Because, see, Jake, you don't understand. See, we're commanded not only to prophesy against this man, let this man know that he's going to go into hardcore slavery, his kingdom is going to be destroyed. All these other nations are going to also follow suit, okay, and be destroyed. Their kingdom being destroyed, and also go into slavery. But also, too, there's something special for Esau, okay, in the kingdom of heaven. Revelations 18 and 6, it says, reward her as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she had filled to her double. All right, double. Imagine that. You hit me with the left, with the right, but I get to hit you not only with the right, but I get to hit you with a cross left, with a cross hook from the left too. Boom, boom, 1-2. It's gonna be a 1-2 dynamic. So 1,000 years versus our 500 years. Okay. Every lash that you gave us. Okay, remember that picture that Will Smith did there with that guy? He got what? All those keloids in his back because he got whipped so much. Okay, permanent keloid. Okay, imagine each of yours is gonna be double. Okay, you hardly even gonna be able to lay on your damn back. How much beatings we gonna be giving you, doggone crackers, man? And it says, how much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she had said in her heart, I sit a queen, and I'm no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Okay, now the Lord said, in one day, in 1 hour, your damn destruction is going to come. Therefore shall a place come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall only be burned with fire. For strong is the Lord, power of God, who judge her. Okay? So, the Lord is going to judge you, destroy you, and on top of that, the Lord has commanded us to give double to you damn Edomites. Okay? So that is what's going to be taking place right here. Lord willing, you were edified here. This is a midweek camp out here in Union Square, out here in San Francisco, California. Basically I call this Central Sodom, okay, because we're in spiritual Sodom in Egypt, and this place is just one of the most vile, abominable places that you can ever see here, okay, in Great Babylon, America. So I'd like to turn to the east, give all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Kakadash. Double honors to teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, and likewise brothers out there putting out this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep unto you, brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom, DTA, and Bob soon, very soon.